Okay, what's going on, guys? Thanks for coming back. We just continuing on from the last video. We have been shooting for about a month now, roughly, I don't know, something like that. Just focusing on pulling the bow back, not caring where the arrow goes. So now we're just gonna move on to the release. I don't do a terrible job at shooting or punching the trigger, but I really want to focus more about pinching the shoulder blades together and pulling through the shot, you know, just being more surprised by the shot. So that's the next step on how I want to go about this, is really focus on that, because sometimes, you know, in the heat of the moment, you probably are going to punch it. I do shoot a thumb button, I don't shoot a hinge, so, you know, it's on me to really try not to punch it. So we'll just shoot a few and see how it goes. So far we're like I said, not really focusing on where the arrow's going, just the feel of everything so far. I have this thing really hot too, as in it doesn't take much for this thing to go off. And shooting the UV button here is really just ever so slightly. So I kind of like it because you can kind of feel the wall. I can kind of put pressure on it to get to it. The thing that I'm working on most is just, again, just being surprised by the shot. Not in my typical shooting attire either. When did the other aspect of hunting, which is worked out. Had the CrossFit Open the last 3 weeks. Today we wrapped it up. So pretty tired, just wanted to get this out of the way first so I can spend the rest of the weekend with the girls. Working out, I think it is very crucial. I'm down 30 pounds in about 7 months. So I wanted to take hunting more seriously, wanted to take my family more seriously. I wanted to be around longer for my family. So really switched the gears. I got lazy over the years and didn't want that to be the case with baby boy almost here. Wanted to get in shape. So I think it's very important for life, and especially hunting. If you're a couple miles deep in the woods and you gotta get that deer out of there, how else are you gonna do it? So I think fitness is a huge part, not only fitness, but just also nutrition. If you're not doing it, I think you need to do it. I'm only at like 9 yards or something like that. So like I said, aiming isn't the most important thing. I'm just kind of shooting them straight on and wanting to be surprised by the shot as much as possible. Which so far, I think we're doing pretty good. Okay, piggybacking off of that, I did buy a couple things. I'm shooting last year's setup with these arrows. So these are the RIP TKOs, 5mm, with just the Matthews match strings. But I did switch it up, got some new strings coming. Did not go with match this year, so we'll see what we did. And then I also did not go with the 5mm Victory. So got some new arrows coming as well. Got a target coming, and I believe after that we are going to switch over to the bench and get that all set up to start making some arrows. And it's just going to be like a catch-all really for all the archery stuff, because right now it's just thrown in a drawer. So it's bothering me and I want to get it organized. But other than that, I don't think we're going to buy much, maybe just like a bag or something. I'll just shoot this for a little bit, set up and focus on my release. But I am anxious to get the new setup. I think it's gonna be sweet. All right, we'll probably shoot one more round and maybe call it quits. One of the reasons I wanted to shoot new strings was because at the beginning of last year, these strings were new, and I was pulling back. These are 80-pound mods. I was pulling back, I think it was like 79.9, 79.8, something like that. So right at 80 pounds. Now I'm shooting, it was like 75.5 or something like that. I have a lot of stretch. So these new strings, hopefully, what I've read is they're not gonna stretch. So really looking forward to that. Looking forward to setting up the arrows and seeing what the final weight's gonna be. Not going to 4 fletch this year, potentially. I think we're gonna maybe do a 3, but we'll see. I do like the 4 fletch a lot, but I'm also not doing solid broadheads. So we're shooting a camo of some sort. I do have them. So with all that being said, stay tuned because I'm excited for what's to come. And we'll finally go outside and shoot. All right guys, that is going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Next, since I have stretched so much, the sight tape doesn't work. So what we're gonna do is just do maybe like a new setup tape, get close to where I think that we're gonna be just for the next like month or two, since I'm gonna be shooting these old arrows and old setup for a little bit, just until the new stuff gets here and I have time to go put it on and stuff. But I think that's gonna be the next one, and then we can finally get some longer shots and have some more fun rather than being cooped up in this garage. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.